That's the big news. Ariel is performing with the blue-bearded Hef and Vane.
That's right. And maybe
Gotta
more.
be there
Say
to
what?
see it, man. Yeah.
Along with the violin shredder.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool, but I don't think he's in
Y'all
on.
get ready for some
Warden.
epic shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. He joined the band Moonfallen.
Oh, he's official. He did that first with Bane. I just want to throw it out.
He did play with you guys. That's right.
Yeah,
He played with Vane at Trees.
And we launched his career, man.
You did. You damn right. Right here together on Blow Your Brains Out. There on the stage at Trees.
Well,
thank you, Hef.
Hey, I do what I can. Help everybody.
Yeah. I also got to give a little bit of a shout out when it's due to Elmo Jones Productions. Elmo Jones Productions, Jerry Warden for booking them at the Maverick, the violin shredder. So that lit the spark. You ignited the rocket fuel.
There you go.
Elmo likes metal.
All right, well, let's listen to some music.
Love y'all.
Do it. Do it, Doug.
Good night, you people. Try not to be so cold.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away. No one will know where you will go, your safest space. 'Cause hiding behind your cute little smile, the darkness it grows with each passing hour. Can't turn back the dial. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast. Please don't you dare hold the grudge. 'Cause this fake little smile
All right. Well, that always puts me in a good mood. Look at there. We got the link dropped in the chats. So everybody check out that link. We're going to have some show information coming up in a minute, but we're going to keep this music going like we always do on Blow Your Brains Out Radio, because that's what we do, is play music that even we can listen to tomorrow. That's what I do. I listen to it while I'm working this show.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Thanks for staying here, Dave. If you want your music heard, submit it right here to OutlawVideoTV@gmail.com. Dave, Hef, I'm in such a good mood, guys, that I want to debut some brand new music to the world.
Do it.
Do it.
It's one of my greatest thrills. It really is. Like, I love all of this shit that we do here, but one of the funnest fucking cool things we do is play music. I am looking for the flyer for the band. Here we go. Pick a band. You were talking odds earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds? It's Icon by the band Kill House.
cancel everything, and yet they're organizing and funding pedophile rings and assembling like from a Hollywood dream. Another rerun, a reboot, a remix. The wool has been pulled and the game has been fixed. The Mickey Mouse Club, the Neverland Ranch, every hand's in the sand and their hand in your pan. Where did the real go? Right out the window. They fake it to make it, believe it, deceive it, feeding us shit and we're choosing to eat it. Where the real go? Where the real go?
Shout out to Jared. Thank you, brother. Thanks for sending me that killer song.
Love you, Jared.
Put it all out there, didn't you, man? That's his whole heart right there. That's what you just heard. That's so fucking cool. All right. Well, when I make promises, I keep them, and I appreciate it. I apologize when I need to, and I show my appreciation. But thank you for mentioning in the comments. This is the show he was talking about. Steve-O's birthday bash, the fighter pilots. Pinch a cool loaf, pinch a cool arrow. Saturday, April the 26th. So that's this weekend. It's a free show, and it's in Arlington. It's on South Cooper at the Sports Spot Bar and Grill, 1308 South Cooper Street, Arlington. How about that,
Free
Dave Jarvis?
pie.
You ask, I shall
How about
deliver
that?
the goods. Not
And the
only
goods
that,
have
take
been
care
delivered.
of our other bands that we love and friends. That's right, the P-Town Skanks at Reno's.
Shit, yeah. Love you, team.
That's in May, so we got plenty of time to talk about it. But also, this
And
guy
John.
came on the show. This guy that's doing this risk for rescues here.
Yes.
You see this, Hef?
Yes.
We got another circle pit for puppies. See right there? It says free Farito pie. Anyway, it's a bolt neck production, so you can be sure that the sound is going to be good.
Yeah, I just noticed
Love you,
that.
Charlie.
That's going to be awesome. But too bad it's the wrong night.
Well,
Oh.
it's way out in the middle of nowhere. That's out near Mineral Wells. So
Okay, never mind. Then it's
no
perfect.
competition there. Remember,
Yeah.
we're branching out here. We're
Yes, I can
actually
see.
promoting shows in Austin and San
Love it.
Antonio area, San Marcos,
I love it. People can't always get to Dallas. I get it.
Greenville. You know, we're promoting the hangar in Greenville. You know, we're spreading our
Love it.
wings. Red
I
Rock
love it.
Saloon. We
Love
embrace
it.
it.
Wrap me up in those wings and carry me.
We're flying now, baby.
Perfect.
Speaking of such, right on over to Megan Moshpit, the lovely. We're very glad to have her. Thank you for your support, Megan, of Blow Your Brains Out and what we do here. This is her kick-ass show coming up, and you want to take a guess of the band that I'm gonna play next?
The Trespassers?
I'd say that's a pretty damn good guess.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I would like to make a request at some point. Could you play some Children of the Last Man?
Oh yeah, absolutely, always.
Wonderful.
Almost always play that Children of the Last Man here.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes. So shout out to Bolt Neck Dave Jarvis. Speaking of Children of the Last Man.
Of course. Love you, Charlie. Couldn't be here without you.
He's going to be doing sound on this show here. The Hillbilly Throwdown Float Fest. And I believe this band is one of the bands that records there a lot. Anyway, here's to moving all the shit out of your way on a Wednesday night. Thank you for being here. Blow your brains out, motherfuckers. Let's go. It's Killdozer, the Trespass.
Sit back and hear a tale about a hard-working man.
It's alive. So there it is. Children of the Last Man. It's alive. One of Dave Jarvis's badass projects. And if you ever get a chance and want to have a good time, like he always says, drop that shroom, listen to that X610 chill and all the various types of wonderful music he makes. I stretched to some of it. How about that?
Thanks, man.
For the
Yeah,
show.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I stretched to some of it. Like in the gym.
Hell yeah.
I'd make love to it if I could.
You can.
Are you enjoying
You
this
shall.
live? Are you enjoying this live show here provided by Vane's Empty Studio?
I am. I got half a chub.
I'm wondering what this timing here is on it. Like he's navigating, flying this ship on in here at 245 knots. It's got a timer going. Is that his metronome?
It's set to disco.
That's his new drummer. It's like, okay, it's 260 beats per minute. No, wait, it's 265 beats per minute.
It's whatever beat you want per minute. Just have it on auto, so it should, in theory, play with the pulse of the beat. Whatever it's playing to just when it hears a beat, something low and vocal, like me. I don't know. So I just set it on one of our presets. Like we have all these presets for our light show. So all of our songs have our own choreographed lights. I don't know if you ever knew that, but now you know. So I'm just setting a preset and letting it do auto. So play music and I'll keep it going.
I don't know if you know this, but I've actually seen the band Vane live before. And that light show is just killer. They go all out and like your custom lights, your own
This is
custom
just one of our light bars. And we bring more than one. There's one of them.
Computerized and designed to go with your music. I mean, it's pretty badass, bro.
Thank you.
Taking it up a notch. Up a notch, Hef. All right, so thanks for hanging out with us, Hef. One of the reasons I played the other music was because once I get to this music right here, I'm going to go ahead and play a few of these bands. If you did not know right now, if you just now tuned in, you're going to find out right now that beyond the beauty on the screen, there is Hef. That's right. Not any Hef, but the only Hef. The blue-bearded one himself. That's right. With us here all night for the next almost an hour to go still. Keeping it relentless.
fight, battle every round until the very end. On that day we'll hold this ground, laughing and cheering with our motherfucking black tooth grin. Target is in our gun sights. Relentless, eradicate the darkness of this light. Relentless, so this madman take our fucking life. Relentless, focus, grinding out this fight.
All right, there it is. Some vein, relentless all night right here on Blow Your Brains Out Radio. Let's keep this flow on the roll. How about some low side with Save My Life? All right, Hef. I have a file called Harvester 2024 Final Mix. I think that's the one that we'll want to play. Y'all let me know in the comments if you want to hear Harvester 2024 Final Mix. Until then, we're just going to make a radio show out of this show in memory of Mark Verma and in tribute to these bands, to everyone put it together, Trees, everyone. Let's keep this thing banging head, losing control. And we should have some new Perceived to play next week. The song prior was Raid, Salt in the Wound. That's right. The band is called Raid, and they are regulars. Randy Roy is a regular. He's my inspiration, if you will, in part because he helped me out back in the old days with my magazine called The Skull Press. One of these days, we're going to do a Skull Press feature show right here with Randy Roy and other people like Rick Perry of Iron Jaw, Gamma Side, and talk about the old Skull Press. Hopefully some of the people that did some of the interviews, like even John Perez wrote for the Skull Press. the Skull Press was the shit at the time. And so that's who that is. Thank you very much for asking. That was Raid. Before that, that song was called Salt in the Wound. And then the band we just heard was called Perceived, and their song is Losing Control. And again, we're going to keep this party rocking and a motherfucking rolling and play one of our other very favorite local heavy metal, hard rock and roll, thunderous bands. You know them. They've come to destroy us all. This is the Argonaut.
From the work's done soon here. Try getting back to me. Get back what used to be. Drink up, shoot in. Let the beatings begin. Distributor of pain. Your loss becomes my gain. Anger, misery, you'll suffer unto me.
right, that's the band that needs no introduction. The Trespassers with Hot Rod God. You already know we're bringing it to you right here. The Hillbilly Throwdown Float Fest. That's right. And we have good music all night here on Blow Your Brains Out. I'm just playing around while I look for a certain song by a man that we all love. That's right, Mongo. How about some Hillbilly Orchestra, boys and girls, ladies, women, and childs? Some Mother Love Bone.
Lots of loving, babe, is also right. The kind of love you give me every night. Lots of loving, babe, is what I need. The kind of love will make a man out of me. So come on and love me. Give it everything you got. I'm a soldier, you're putting it through. I tell you, babe, before I'm leaving you. Lots of loving, babe, is what I like. The kind of love you give me every night. Lots of loving, babe, is what I crave. The kind of take me to my early grave. Come on and love me. Give it everything you got. Make it sweet love to me every night. So make it sweet love to you every night. Come on and love me. Give it everything you got. Come on and love me. Give it everything you got. But beside you and knowing I'm through. Oh, babe, before I leave you. Lots of loving, babe, it's all so tight. The kind of love you give me every night. That's right, let me love you. I'm beside, come on. Make it sweet love to me every night. So make it sweet love to you every night. Make it sweet love to you every night. Make it sweet love to you every night. So make it sweet love to me every night. Make it sweet love to me every night. Make it sweet love to me every night. Yowza.
Yowza, right. It's always a good time right here. Blow your brains out. There. Hillbilly, throw down, blow down. This is Kill the Jabberwocky.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I can handle mine, can you handle yours? shiver as his sins will fall, and the meek will bury us all. Heads will fall as news deliver. Misdecision is the song.
Make it stronger. the slaughter. So would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say I cannot walk on water? I am just a sinner's daughter. Pick your poison, make it stronger. Take a hit before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. You know I ought to take a hit before the slaughter. So would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say take a hit before the slaughter. Before the slaughter. I know I ought to take a hit before the slaughter.
Are you on drugs? Are you hooked? Do you shoot? Do you snort? Do you smoke? Do you cook? Are you an addict? You gotta have it! I hear there's 28 days between pleasure and habit, and here's a little blue pill so you can fuck like a rabbit. Plan B? You better grab it! Cause a rich white man says you better not stop it. If the left can't dance and the right can't lead, and the liberal in the middle stepping all over your feet, dead bodies don't feel the economic upside. Do as I say! Not as I do! Well, I learned it all by watching you. Were you infected or affected? Accepted or rejected? An internet fiend, a movie star dream, a country so vain with my insecure teens. Are you a troll or a vulture? Cancelled or cultured? Hit like, swipe right, take a selfie with a filter, get the fake just right. Do as I say, not as I do. I learned it all by watching you. Are you woke? What a joke. So sick of that bullshit, I'm ready to choke. On the feed, on the greed, all the fear and the lies crawling all over the screen. Do you spare the rod? Blame God, keep voting for the same man you know is a fraud. Walk that walk, talk that shit. One in the barrel, 16 in the clip. Welcome to the new Wild Wild West. The required tire is a bulletproof vest. Striving for perfection, we lost the direction, the age of communication, and we lost the connection. All your wants, all your needs, bought and sold, raise my screens. And there was no punishment, this is what you get. A whole world full of criminals and pieces of shit. World full of criminals and pieces of shit. World full of criminals and pieces of shit. We sell bullets like cigarettes, reward all the crooks. We play internet doctors, remove all the books. No! When there is no punishment, this is what you get. A whole world full of criminals and beat of the sick. A dead eye for an eye, truth for a truth. My word is a weapon.
Yahoo! There it is, raised by screens, the one and only, the mighty Kill House. Honored to be able to play all this killer music for you. Gonna keep it going. I see we have some people in the comments, so I'll get right to that and bring it up on the screen in a minute. If there's anything in particular that you want to hear, let me know. Like anything you're awaiting, maybe. See how I did that. Anything you might be awaiting out there. Until then, we have a killer new band here at Blow Your Brains Out. We're a giant motherfucking family where we just have nothing else to do but to love one another and lift each other up, especially those that are the most passionate, like us. We all intertwined here and kind of become one giant mighty beast of a heavy metal music machine out of Texas, roaring out of Texas. That's right, motherfuckers, and I'm proud of it. So thank you very much for being here every Wednesday night. One of our newest, greatest, mightiest friends of all time. You be the judge. I'm going to play at least 2 songs by this band. Pass the Ammunition. This is called Gutter.
Wasting time, how to
My mind is in the gutter. How about yours? I have to admit, I'm a sucker for this band. I love that lead guitar and those guitar tones. Like, it's so heavy. I don't know who's recording that to make it pop like that, but damn, it's fucking popping. Just grizzling up there on the blow your brains out. BYBO Radio. So let's do it one more time with The Crown. Do as you say, not as I do. Don't you love that shit? God, I do. Makes me want to do one thing. Shut up and finish your whiskey.
Hey!
All right, that Against All Odds, Shut Up and Finish Your Whiskey. It's a great song. That's our very own Ariel, Against All Odds. Has a lot going on. So y'all send your best out to Ariel always. And another female fronted band that everyone tonight may have been awaiting. I don't know. You may have been awaiting a female fronted band. Well, I want to say thank you first to everyone listening. It's so cool doing this. Not just me. That's cool alone, right? But with you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to the very best to you and yours, all of yours, always and forever. That's what it's all about. I just want the best for everyone, especially musicians with passion that are basically underground and unsigned. You know, what is the next step for this killer fucking music that we have right here in Dallas Fort Worth now that there is not really a record company anymore? So we're doing our very best version of that very next thing right here with what we have, and that's what we admire and respect from you and all these other people, all these artists that do the very best they have with what they've got, pouring their hearts out. That's why I'm so passionate about that band, Pass the Ammunition. I love what they're doing. All right, so here we go, everyone. It's like a lullaby. It'll put us all to sleep tonight, maybe forever and always, with the lovely Awaiting Abigail. This is called Falling Under.